Hello, I'm Gurpreet Singh. I'm the co-founder and director of Ethical Wellbeing. At Ethical Wellbeing, core values such as respect, compassion, fairness and integrity form the foundation of our Healthy and Ethical Workplaces initiative. We believe such workplace cultures are at the heart of a sustainable and profitable business. Furthermore, extensive research shows that companies that do this effectively also perform better. But there's a serious problem here. How do you measure employee well-being, and in particular its link to the organisation's culture? We've teamed up with one of our partners, Riddlebox, to present something which we believe is unique, the Ethical Wellbeing Index, powered by Kaya, so you can more accurately measure the effectiveness of your well-being investments. I've got Dr. Ram Raghavan, the CEO of Kaya, with me to explain this in a bit more detail. So Ram, what is the Ethical Wellbeing Index and why is it better?
Hi Gurpreet. Let me answer it in the same order. Now, what is Ethical Wellbeing Index? It's, as you said, it's an index. It's a number that is generated by quantifying individual well-being, and it identifies their individual well-being challenges, how it impacts their performance. It also looks at the 6 forms of well-being, like financial, mental, physical, social, societal, and professional well-being. And then it reveals how employees perceive the support they receive from the organization to overcome these well-being challenges and the impact of the well-being programs. So the Ethical Wellbeing Index does all of this and more. Now, if you ask what is it, why is it superior to other measurements? Because if you look at other measurements, organizations look at engagement, they look at pulse surveys and various things to measure employees. But according to me, or from the research that I've done, engagement or pulse provides a snapshot in time. Like if I'm allowed to use an analogy of a car, it's like looking at the rear view mirror. Of course, it helps you understand what's behind you so that you can plan things. But it does not allow you to look at what is in front of you. And when you look at measurement, engagement happens at a certain stage when the employee's head is in the right space. And that is what we try to measure. And that is where the essence of the whole ethos of measuring well-being is. If your head is in the right space, you will be engaged. And if you're engaged, you can perform. So we try to connect all this using the Ethical Wellbeing Index. So for an organization, it helps them connect their well-being programs to strategy. It helps them identify the impact of the well-being initiatives, the investment that they've made, and the impact of individuals and on the performance. And of course, all of this is done anonymously, and that's the beauty of it.
Great, thanks very much. So how does this work?
So, I mean, when you say how does this work, it's are you asking about the logistical process? If you're asking about the logistical process, it's very simple, straightforward. All we do is basically people who sign up to the program just get an email with the link. They can share the link with their team or with the entire organization. And of course, the email has a text which explains what this is all about. So all they have to do is cut, paste that and share it with the entire organization. Employees who receive that link just complete a survey by clicking on that link. It takes a maximum of 4 to 5 minutes if you're really thoughtful about it to complete it. And we normally let the survey run for 2 to 3 weeks. Once that is done, the person who has actually activated that link will get an email which takes them to a dashboard where they can see the results of the team, the entire team. Because as I told you, it is anonymized, they'll be able to see one score for the entire organization. They'll be able to download the reports. They'll be able to watch videos that actually are used to help them create the relevant support plans. Now, when I say all this, sometimes it appears, oh, there's a lot of work involved. Not really. So when you sign up, the sign up process takes less than a minute. The process of completing the survey takes a couple of minutes or 5 minutes to be precise. And then when you get the results, to create a support plan with your team, if you're running it with your team, we would advise spending not more than 20 minutes. So that's the whole, process. Does that answer your question?
It does indeed. And so if I were to take this up, what will it cost me?
So if you're looking at it from a cost perspective, what we're offering with Ethical Reading as a partnership is the first measurement is free. So if you're starting a well-being journey, or if you're already investing in a lot of well-being programs, you will know what has worked, what has not worked by using this simple metric. Then subsequently, if you're looking at it, if you love what you see, then we have various offerings. If you love what you see at the very basic core, it would cost you anywhere between £6 to £4 per employee every time you run the survey. Now, if you want to get a bit deeper, you want to understand and break the score not only from the organization perspective, but from a team perspective or a department perspective, it will cost you anywhere between £6 to £10 per employee per month. And if you want to dig in deeper, where you want some support, well-being programs created and things like that, depending on what you want, we can provide some customized pricing. For corporates, like some big corporates that we work with, they pay as low as £1 per employee per month for the full service.
Brilliant. Thanks very much, Ram. So I hope you see that the Ethical Wellbeing Index is unique in that it recognises the intimate connection between the well-being of your staff and your organisation's cultural environment. I'm sure you've heard the phrase, people are an organisation's most important asset. Perhaps you've used it yourself. Well, how do we avoid that being just another cliche? Well, you can try out this Ethical Wellbeing Index. As Ram pointed out, the trial is free, and we are convinced that once you've used it, you'll get insights, very actionable insights, very quickly, so you can baseline where you are and improve as you go forward. Our goal at Ethical Reading is to create a community of healthy and ethical workplaces in and around Reading. And to that end, we'll hope you'll join us and participate in this important initiative. Thank you.